Welcome back, everyone. I'm the Depressed Eeyore, and this is Kingdom Death Monster. So, last time we did our hunt phase, and ground fighting came into play, so we used that ground fighting to go ahead and just get everyone positioned and grabbed all of the acanthus plants that are on the field. That got us one fresh acanthus to possibly use, though hopefully we can save it to convert into a dried herb when we get back. It's pretty much the only thing that they're used for, which dried herbs are pretty good because they can help you stay alive. Alright, Reimu and Rumia are in position in the blind spot against the White Lion, and both Remilia and Alice are up on the stone face to get the additional range and attack bonus. There you go. So with that said and done, I'm going to have Alice shoot first. And this time I'm going to actually have to roll these because it's not a single attack. Cut Bow has 2 speed and 7 accuracy and 3 strength. So I get +2 accuracy and range because I am on top of the stone face. So I hit on 5s now. 1 hit, 1d23, 22, which I believe is the growing. Nope, it's the neck. Alright, there's our neck. 22 there. Alright, let's do this nonsense. Okay, so 1d10 plus 3. That is a wound. We remove the top card, and ground fighting gets discarded. So that's 1 hit. Oh, something to talk about. Surge. Surge. You can use this between actions on survivors' turns. You can use it during flows on a monster's AI card. You can also do it on a specific points during a survivor's attack and when a monster is knocked down. So if a monster gets knocked down, you can immediately just cash in and use Surge. You can also use it during an AI's action, or the monster's action, and all sorts of crazy stuff. So I'm just going to check a few things here, just to make sure I'm doing stuff right. I'm not going to cash in the Surge just yet. Also, just for those who didn't watch the last part for whatever reason, everyone's at 1 survival because we all had to spend a survival point to avoid taking damage and bleed from going through some treacherous cliffs. Survival actions, blah blah blah. So yeah, there's still the limitation you cannot use it while attacking. You can only perform each survival action once per round, with a round starting during the monster's turn. They go first. It's a little unclear about the specific points during survivor attacks. But as far as the Surge is concerned, you resolve that before resolving everything else. That includes reactions and all that good stuff. During monsters. Oh, here it is. During survivor attacks, an attacking survivor cannot perform survival actions. However, during a fellow survivor's attack, there are 2 specific opportunities for attempting the attack, or to interrupt and perform it. After the attacker rolls the wound, but before a monster resolves its reaction, you can do... Okay, so if there's a reaction on the hit location and it's about to trigger, you can use Surge to interrupt it real quick and try to cancel it. Also, whenever any critical wound's been applied, anytime a critical wound happens, before the effect triggers, you can also Surge to attack. So, just be aware that if you Surge and you happen to get countered, that counter will resolve to finish your attack, your Surge, and then it'll continue with the rest of the current attack. Okay, good to know. So that's all clarified. Alice is gone. I don't really intend on moving her. She's good to go. At this point, ground fighting is no longer active. And that's going to cause the wound to come back from the mood, and then the card that we just removed is 1 wound. So it's down to 9 cards in total. And let's begin. Next, I'm going to have Rumia attack. Rumia has Lion Beast guitars that have 2 speed, but they're paired, so it's going to be 4 speed, 7 accuracy, and 3 strength. It also has deadly, so it crits on 9s and 10s. But I hit on 6s because I'm attacking from the blind spot. So that is 2 hits, 2d23, And of course, the trap card triggers because this game hates us. I think I triggered the trap card like 6 times last fight. So let's see if we can get a new record here, because this is kind of ridiculous. Alright, so once again, it's just going to be basic action. So 2d10 hits on 4s. 1 hit. Can't dodge it, unfortunately. 1d6 is 1 to the body. So Rumi is going to take 1 damage to the body. And then she's going to quickly get herself out of there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. And then for Reimu, she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as well. And attack from behind. It's a little risky, but it's safer here. I'm going to use the Bone Blade. I'm not going to use the Founding Stones yet. So this is going to be 2 attacks. It hits on 5s because I'm attacking from behind. No hits. And that is... Oh, the last thing we have left is Remilia herself. So I'll go ahead and roll a 1d10 for her. That is a hit because I hit on 5s. 1d23 as a 12. So 12 with a new deck. Not that it matters because apparently the beast, that freaking card's always on top. And the Beast Paw, this is going to suck if it counters us. So 1d10 plus 3, wounds on 8s. Of course I rolled a natural 1, so that happened. What I'm going to go ahead and do right here, right now, is I'm going to have Rumia Surge. Because I can do that before the action triggers. So I want to make 4 attacks with Rumia. Was that the right person I did? Yes, I did. Okay, so Rumi is going to go ahead and surge, and she's going to activate her Katars. She hits twice. One of them's a perfect hit, not that it matters. And 2d23, 6 and 12, reroll the 12. Alright, 6 and 18. 6 is the elbow. 18 is the gut. Not really good choices here. Alright, for this one I will go ahead and go for the elbow first. So 1d10 plus 3. That is a wound, so that was successful. Remove the top card, and then the other one is the fleshy gut. That is also a wound, so that's 2 more wounds. The action now, if I don't do anything any more than this, the action will just go back to the reaction thing. So, but I'm going to go ahead and have do I want to have Reimu Surge as well? Sure, let's have Reimu Surge. So I'll spend a survival point with Reimu, and go ahead and activate the sword again. Actually, yeah, I'll do the sword. So 2d10, I hit on 5s. 1 hit. 1d23. 14. 14 is the scapular deltoid, which is going to make it run straight forward down a straight line, which is fine. Okay, so 1d10 plus 2. That is a wound. This also means that Reimu will get a proficiency point in sword at the end of this battle if she survives. All right, so we did 3 wounds with our surges, but we didn't stop. We're not going to be able to stop the Beast Paw. Beast Paw is going to trigger. So the only people that can still surge is Alice, but Alice has to be able to spend a movement and a action to fire the bow. So she's kind of stuck. I mean, the only other thing she could possibly do is punch, but that's not really going to help at this point. So let's go ahead and pull up the Beast Paw again. It's going to do basic action, and it's going to do plus 2 damage. So this is going to be really nasty. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, 5. We'll do it like that. Alright, and so 2 attacks. Remilia does have plus 1 evasion because of her armor, but otherwise this is just going to hit on 3s. Both hits. This is going to hurt a lot. That is a head wound and a wound wound to the body. So the body is going to be a heavy. The head wound's going to be a severe injury. So Rumelia might just die right off the bat here. So that won't freaking surprise me at this point. So let's go ahead and just roll this. 1d10. 10! Holy cow, that's the freaking luckiest person alive. Alright, severe injuries. Head. 10 is destroyed tooth. If you have 3+ courage, you boldly spit the tooth out and gain +2 insanity. Otherwise, the blow sends you sprawling and you are knocked down. Alright, so Rumelia has been knocked down. And she's just going to lay there for a bit, because she's not feeling too well. I could have someone encourage, but I think at this point we're kind of good to go. Let's have, I can't move Alice, because she already acted. Alright, well, that means it's the monster's turn, so I'll go ahead and draw the top card. It is Revenge. So, let's pull that up. AI cards, basic, Revenge. Last survivor to wound in range, and then closest threat in field of view. So last survivor to actually wound is Reimu, because of the surges. So not much we can do about that. And this attack does quite a bit of damage as well, so this is all going to be pretty brutal. One, two, three, 4. Alright, 2d10. Hits on 2s. Both hit. 2d6. 1 to the head and 1 to the body. Reimu doesn't have any survival points left, so this is going to be a... That should be 1. This is going to be a heavy wound to the head as well, so that's going to be not fun. Alright, let's handle the damage first. So 1d10. That is a kill. So this is going to be pretty brutal, because what's going to happen here is head explosion. Your head erupts in a shower of gore, killing you instantly. All the survivors are so disturbed they lose 1 survival. So Rumelia lost her point of survival, and Alice lost her point of survival. Reimu is now officially dead. Alright, well, go ahead and remove her from the field. She also had all of her founding stones, which sucks. But it is what it is. So goodbye, Reimu. Thanks for all the fish. Alright, well, that is the end of the monster's turn. The monster is heavily wounded. It has 6 cards. One of them is ground fighting, which is something we can take advantage of. But beyond that, yeah, it's pretty rough. Rumelia does get back up. That takes care of that. And let's go ahead and just get this started. So, Rumia is going to go into the tall grass, so she's a little bit safer. Attack 4 times with the guitars, and hopefully not suck. I hit on 6s, so I hit twice. 2d23, 5 and 17. 5 is the ear. Okay, and 17 is the tricep, which is going to cause basic action. I'm going to go for the ear first. If I fail it, it will just cancel out the other hit. Because right now I can't really afford to take any more hits, especially not on Rumia. Actually, Rumia can take the hits, never mind. I'll go for the tricep first. So 1d10 plus 3. That is a critical hit to the tricep. This torn muscle causes agonizing pain. Discard 1 mood currently in play. The white line is knocked down. Alright, and this also causes a wound, which is great. Okay, and then for the ear, that is another wound. There you go. Good job, Rumia. Okay, and okay. So there are 4 wounds left. One of them is ground fighting. And right now, this line is officially knocked down. Until we hit that trap card. Alright. Next will be Alice. Not that it really matters. Alright, Alice, go ahead and take 2 shots. You hit on 3s because of the knockdown. 1 hit. 19. Nineteen is a fuzzy going. 1d10 plus 3. That is a wound. So it's down to 3 cards left. Next is Remilia. Remilia has 1 attack. She hits on 3s as well. That is a hit. That is a 2. Thank God it's not a 1. So 2. The beast back. Alright, 1d10 plus 3. That is another wound. Alright. So with all that, we've taken... the monster has literally 2 cards left. One of them is Revenge. The other one is, of course, Ground Fighting. Don't know what else this monster had, because we wrecked him that quickly. That's the power of Surge, by the way, is being able to do like freaking 6 wounds in 1 round. Of course, the risk is, of course, drawing all those hit locations, add up, and involve traps. But it's still pretty decent. I'm going to go ahead and have Remilia jump off. Okay. So with that, that puts them at equal distance, right? 6 and 6? Yep. Okay. So there's 2 cards left. It's the monster's turn. He's going to get back up. I can't surge or anything because no one has any survival left because Rainbow's head exploded. Alright. So, 1d10, or sorry, not 1d10. I'm going to roll 1d2. I just have the 2 remaining cards just face down in front of me, and 1's going to be the left card, 2's going to be the right card. 2. Alright, Ground Fighting. So, we already know what Ground Fighting is. We've gone through this multiple times. The monster flops onto its side, waiting for the attackers to draw near, and that just gives us free reign to kind of do whatever the hell we want. So, we can do something like this. I'll have Remilia attack. Essentially, I'm going to keep attacking until I hit, and Remilia only attacks 1 at a time, so I'm just going to roll a hit location. Because if it's a trap card, she's the most likely to survive. So 5. 5's been done. 18. 18's been done. 13. 13 is good. Not exactly lucky, but it's there. The ribs. Okay, if the attacker has 3 understanding, and we can get +1 survival for this. Alright, let's get it going then. 1d10 plus 3. That is a wound. We remove the top card. Ground Fighting gets in the discard pile, so right now all that's left is Ground Fighting, essentially. Now, Remilia does have 3 understanding, so the sounds of cracking ribs is encouraging, and the attacker gets 1 survival point. So there we go. She got back a survival point. Good stuff. Ground Fighting gets removed. I forgot to remove the wound for the mood, so it's just going to be like that. There's 1 card left, and we already know what it is. Okay. With that, I'm going to go ahead and have Remilia attack next. So 4d10, I hit on 6s. All missed. That's not great. 2d10 with Alice. She hits on 5s. Both hits. And of course the trap card triggers then, because this game hates me. Alright, so 2d10 hits on 2s. Both hit. Arms and body. Arms and body. There we go. I mean, I guess I could have had Remilia Surge, but it wouldn't really have made that much of a difference. The good news is it's the monster's turn, and the monster has 1 card left, and it's Ground Fighting. Which means this goes active, which means this gets removed, so the next wound will kill it, no matter what. So with that said and done, let's go ahead and get everyone into position, because I can freely move now. So, Alice, you can go hang out there. Remilia, you can hang out there. And I'll have Romelia attack. The deck does get reshuffled, so all this is cleared. And let's just do a 1d23 and see what we get for Romelia. 19. I'm going to go ahead and just roll this right here, right now. It's a fail. 19 is the growing, which doesn't have a fail effect. That's good. So I'm going to go ahead and just keep attacking with just Romelia. Actually, no. I will go ahead and attack with Alice. Because if there's a reaction, I can have Romelia try to interrupt it. So 2d10. 1 hit. 1d23. 6. 6 is the elbow. This will cause a full move away, which is not that big of a deal. Also, there's a cat on my lap. Say hi to the peoples. There you go. Alright, so Beast Elbow, roll 1d10 plus 3 again. That is a fail, so it's just going to go running off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that was pretty uneventful. I'm going to go ahead and have Romelia move here, Alice move there. Actually, I think you're good there. Yeah, you definitely have line of sight. Alright, so there's that. Do something like that. Alright, so once again, Alice is going to take 2 shots. Hits on 7s, both hit. 2d23, 7 and 16. Or 7 and 6, sorry. Or 17 and 6, holy cow, I'm failing to read. Alright, 17 and 3 is what we need. So 17 is the tricep, and 3 is the brow. We'll do brow first, because it honestly doesn't matter. So we might as well do brow first. 1d10 plus 3. That is a wound, and that will officially kill the monster, and that will end the battle. So we lost another person, which is unfortunate. I mean, I was kind of getting Reimu her experience so she could be possibly bait for a certain event that I hate, but I guess someone else will have to be that. In any case, everyone gets an experience point that survived. That is, so that is everyone here. Amazingly enough, everyone kind of survived. That's really lucky on our part. Well, not everyone. Reimu died, but Reimu was pretty much asking for death for her tendencies to go topless because of her freaking vestophobia. Anyway, so same thing as before, 40-20 or 40-19 to see what sort of fancy loots we get. I think that fight went a little bit faster than normal, hopefully. Hopefully it didn't take an hour, nearly an hour like last time. 6 is a great cat bone. 8 is a lion claw. Keep getting bones, a lot of bones, in fact. 14 is a sinew, which is an organ. So if we want to, we can make another bow with that, though we're probably just going to use it for innovations. And of course, 19 is a white fur. So yeah, getting white furs has been not great for us. So if we wanted to go for the white lion set, we're certainly failing on doing that. Alright, next is the 40-21. 3, 7, 8, 15. Alright. 3 is a love juice, which we can use to get more people if we want to. I might just use it for an organ. 7 is a monster bone, because we need more monster bones, obviously. And 8 is another monster bone. Alright, and the last one is 15, which is a monster hide. So, yay. Got that at least. We don't even have enough to finish the armor set of the rawhide set. That's pretty ridiculous. But it is what it is. Alright, with all that said and done, go ahead and just shift these over. I'm just keeping these on the board just so I don't have to go and get them again. So definitely not as much as we had before. But when we with assuming we don't lose our endeavors somehow, we will have 5. We'll get 3 for the returning survivors, 2 more from Tinkers, because we have 2 Tinkers with us, so that's 5, and then we'll get 2 from Rainbow's Death, so we'll have 7 endeavors. So we'll definitely have plenty of actions. Unfortunately, we're not getting much in the form of resources, but we'll just have to make do. So, I am the Depressed Viewer, and this was Kingdom Death Monster. When we come back, we will start Year 3. See you guys later.